Crying without end. A family member exposed a heartbreaking truth about. My dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says you are not reading this by coincidence. This is not a random moment, not a casual distraction. This is the exact second heaven has been holding for you, because the weight of what is about to be said is not something that can wait for tomorrow. Archangel Michael says this is a very important message for you. He is not suggesting you listen. He is ordering you to open your heart, open your spirit, and not ignore a single word. He says you must hear this now, not after you finish what you were doing, not when you find the time. Now, because something has been uncovered in the spirit that is so raw, so heartbreaking that even the angels have wept without stopping. Crying without end. This is about you. This is about your life. This is about a truth you were never meant to know, but God, in His mercy, has decided you must see it before it destroys you in silence. Archangel Michael's voice shakes as he delivers the message. He has been with you through storms you didn't know you survived. He has been stationed at your side while spiritual knives were thrown at you in the night. He has seen the names they called you when you weren't in the room. He has watched every conversation where your character was twisted, every moment where someone smiled in your face but cursed you in their heart. And now, he says, the veil is being torn down. Because a family member, yes, someone bound to you by blood has exposed a heartbreaking truth about you. The kind of truth that changes how you see your past. The kind of truth that changes how you see yourself. The kind of truth that explains why certain things never made sense until now. Michael says heaven did not want to hurt you with this revelation, but the time of covering is over. If you don't see it now, you will walk into the next season of your life carrying the same chains that were secretly locked on you years ago. And God says, I will not allow that. I will not allow my child to carry a burden I never placed on them. I will not allow lies to masquerade as truth in the heart I love. That's why you're reading this now, because the exposure has begun, and once it begins, there is no stopping it. The crying in the heavens has been unending because of the betrayal wrapped in this truth. You have loved deeply. You have trusted without hesitation. You have given second, third, fourth chances when no one else would have. You have defended those who whispered against you. You have carried burdens that weren't yours because you couldn't bear to see them fall. And now, the one you would have shielded with your life has spoken something about you that was not just careless. It was calculated. This was not a slip of the tongue. This was a release of a secret meant to alter how others see you forever. And heaven weeps because you did nothing to deserve it. God says, you will not be left in the dark about who you are or what has been done to you. I am revealing this now because the enemy's plan was to let this lie run unchecked, to let it root itself so deeply in the minds of others that you would be forced to live under its shadow. But I am the light, and my light drives out shadows. I am truth, and my truth exposes lies. And now, I send this truth to you through the mouth of Michael because you need to see what's been done in your name. The family member who has spoken this carries wounds of their own. Their heart has long been a place where bitterness grew unchecked. Somewhere along the way, they allowed jealousy to plant itself, and it has been watered by every blessing that came your way. They smiled for the photos. They stood beside you in public. But behind closed doors, they rewrote your story in a way that made them look like the victim and you like the villain. And the worst part, they believed their own lies so deeply that they carried it as truth, and spread it as truth. And now it has reached ears you would never have wanted it to. This is why the angels have been crying without end. Because you were blindsided. Because you prayed for protection over your home, your family, your name, and while heaven answered, the blow still came from where you least expected it. Michael says that when the words were spoken, there was an immediate stir in the spirit realm. Heaven heard it. And there was no delay in the order, protect my child. Deliver the truth. Remove the covering from the one who spoke. That is why you are here. Because even though the lie has been spoken, it will not take root. God is sending you this moment as a shield so that the enemy's weapon will not prosper. God says, do not mistake this exposure for punishment. It is protection. I will never allow the enemy to win by hiding in the faces of those closest to you. The one who spoke this about you will face me, and their words will be undone. You do not have to fight in the flesh. I am your defender. I am your witness. I am your advocate. Michael's sword is drawn. His wings are spread wide around you now. You may not see him, but his presence is here as you take in these words. He is reminding you of the times you felt like you couldn't breathe because the betrayal was so heavy, and yet you survived. He's reminding you that your spirit has been trained for this. This is not to break you. This is to break the cycle. The same pattern that's run through your family, secrets, backstabbing, manipulation, ends here. You are the generational breaker. You are the one chosen to stop what's been passing through the bloodline unchecked. That is why you've felt different your whole life. That is why you've been misunderstood. That is why you've been isolated. Because your call is not to fit in, it is to stand out, to stand apart, to stand above the lies with the truth burning in your spirit. The heartbreaking truth that was spoken about you will hurt to hear, but God says He will not allow it to destroy you. The exposure will come with confirmation. Pieces will fit together. Times you were confused will suddenly make sense. You will remember conversations, moments, and feelings that didn't add up back then, but now, with the truth in front of you, they will. This will not be easy, but it will be freeing. Because after this, there will be no more pretending. You will know exactly who is for you and who is against you. You will know who carries your heart with honor and who only carries it to find its weaknesses. And with that knowledge, you will be unstoppable. God says, I am not only exposing, I am restoring. For every person who believed the lie, I will send double the number who will hear the truth. For every relationship broken because of the lie, I will send people whose loyalty will never be in question. For every opportunity stolen, I will open 2 more doors in places you never expected. My justice will not just return what was lost, it will multiply it. Because I am a God of abundance, and the enemy will always repay more than he took. The angels are in motion now. Michael says there will be signs within days, conversations that reveal pieces of the truth, behaviors from this family member that suddenly confirm what you've read here. Do not dismiss them as coincidence. Do not excuse them out of fear of confrontation. You do not need to confront in anger. You only need to see and know. Because once you see, heaven can move even more swiftly. This is about your clarity. This is about your protection. This is about ensuring you never walk blindly into the enemy's traps again. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. Michael says again, with urgency in his voice, this is a very important message for you. Don't ignore this. I order you to open your spirit and receive it. You have been in the dark too long. This ends today. He says you have been crying in the night without anyone knowing, but heaven has heard every single tear hit the floor. Not one has been wasted. Not one has been ignored. God has counted them, and they are being turned into the very rain that will water your next season of blessing. The one who has done this will face their own mirror. You do not need to wish them harm. You do not need to prove them wrong with your own strength. Your life, your blessing, your rise will do that on its own. And when the truth is fully revealed, those who once believed the lie will have no choice but to admit they were wrong. God will make sure of it. This is divine justice, not revenge. This is restoration, not retaliation. And it starts now. You are not alone. You are not broken. You are not defined by what was spoken about you. You are defined by what God spoke over you before you were born. And He says you are loved, chosen, protected, anointed, unstoppable. No words of man can rewrite the words of God. No lie can erase your calling. No betrayal can cancel your blessing. And as Michael stands guard, crying without end for what you've endured, know that those tears are not of despair. They are of holy love. Because heaven loves you too much to leave you in the dark. This is your light. This is your moment. This is your truth. And it will set you free. You did not find these words by chance. This moment is not random, and heaven has arranged the exact timing of this message so you could not avoid it. Archangel Michael says this is a very important message for you, and you must not ignore it. He says, I order you to open this right now. The order is not from human lips, but from the mouth of an angel who has fought for you again and again. His voice trembles, not because of fear, but because he is crying without end. His tears are not like ours. They carry the weight of divine urgency. He has been watching something unfold around you, something so painful that it has caused grief in the heavenly realms. It is not just a passing issue, not a misunderstanding. A family member has been exposed, and the truth they have revealed is heartbreaking. Not a small truth, not a harmless confession, but something that shakes the ground beneath your feet. God says, I have waited for the right time to tell you. There were moments I could have revealed this sooner, but I needed your spirit to be ready. I needed your faith to be steady. I needed you to be able to see the truth without it breaking you completely. You have been through enough pain. You have survived enough storms. But this is different. This is not the wound of an enemy far away. This is the wound of someone whose blood runs through your veins. And I know how deep that cuts. But I will not leave you in the dark any longer. My child, I am with you. For weeks, angels have been circling your home. They have been positioned at the corners of your life, shielding you from the worst of what could have happened. This truth was almost revealed to you by accident, through whispers and half-statements, but heaven stepped in to control the timing. If you had known earlier, you would have reacted with anger, and that would have given the enemy more power. But now, you are in the hour where truth must break through no matter how it feels. Archangel Michael says he has been watching the one who revealed this truth. The way they spoke, the way their eyes shifted, the way their voice trembled. He says they were not supposed to speak, but the weight of what they knew became too heavy. It leaked out, and now nothing can stop it. This is why Michael is crying without end, because the truth, once spoken, cannot be taken back. It will alter relationships, it will shift the way you see certain people, it will expose actions and intentions that you never suspected. God says, I am not revealing this to hurt you. I am revealing this to free you. I am not a God who enjoys watching his children in confusion. I am the God of light, and what is hidden must come to the light. I am pulling back the veil, not to shame you, but to save you. For too long, your life has been shaped by lies and half-truths. You deserve the whole picture, even if it's painful to see. You have wondered for years why certain things didn't make sense. Why you felt tension in family gatherings. Why some relatives seemed to treat you differently. You thought maybe it was your imagination. But heaven says no, your spirit was picking up on what your mind did not yet know. This family member held information that could have changed everything, and they told someone. That person, whether by accident or by divine pushing, let it slip. And now the truth is out in the open in the spirit realm. Soon, it will reach your ears in the natural. The truth they revealed is not about a small disagreement. It is about your life, about your identity, about a decision that was made about you without your consent. And this is why God says you must hear it now, because the truth will affect how you walk into your next season. You cannot build on a false foundation. You cannot move forward with a lie tied around your ankle. Heaven is cutting it loose. Archangel Michael says he has stood between you and the spirit of betrayal for years. But betrayal in bloodline battles is complicated. He says there are spiritual agreements made generations before you were born, agreements that have tried to pull you into the same cycles your ancestors suffered. You have fought battles you didn't even know were part of your story, because certain family members kept quiet. But now the silence has broken. Michael's voice breaks as he says, they knew, and they let you suffer. They watched you search for answers and stayed silent. They saw you question yourself, wondering if you were the problem when all along they carried the missing piece. And now they cannot hide it any longer. God says, do not let this truth make you bitter. Let it make you wiser. Do not let it make you close your heart. Let it teach you who deserves access to it. Do not hate them. But do not trust them the same way again. You can forgive and still protect your spirit. You can love from a distance. You can choose peace over constant pain. There will be moments after you hear this truth where you will want to retreat. You will feel like you can't breathe. You may even feel betrayed by me for allowing this to happen. But I promise you, my child, this is not to destroy you. This is the final key to your healing. This is the final link in the chain snapping. This is the moment where the narrative changes forever. You will see things differently now. You will recognize why certain opportunities were blocked. You will understand why certain people left your life. You will realize why certain blessings seemed delayed. Much of it was because you were surrounded by those who were not pure in their intentions toward you. And this family member, the one who revealed the truth, is a piece in that puzzle. Archangel Michael says, I have been fighting for you without rest. I have gone into battles you never saw. I have deflected curses, redirected harm, shielded you from spiritual attacks and even by those with your same last name. This truth is the turning point. It is why God allowed me to step closer to you now than ever before. Because after this, the atmosphere around you will change completely. God says, I will restore the years the locust has eaten. I will return to you the joy that was stolen. I will replace confusion with clarity. I will give you peace that no person can take away. But you must trust me as I peel back this layer. Do not cling to what I am removing. Do not fight to keep what I am exposing. What I take away, I replace with something holy. What I reveal, I heal. What I end, I redeem. You have been asking me for a miracle. Sometimes miracles come wrapped in truth that feels like pain. But if you will walk through this moment with me, the other side will be beyond what you have prayed for. The blessings are already written with your name. The contracts in the Spirit are already signed. The angels have already prepared the delivery. But before I place it in your hands, I must remove the last thing that can sabotage it, and that is the influence of this lie. Archangel Michael says you will feel emotional shifts in the next days. You may cry without knowing why. You may feel sudden waves of strength, followed by moments of heaviness. That is your spirit processing the truth before your mind even fully understands it. Let yourself feel it. Let yourself release it. Do not bottle it up. Speak to me. Call on me. I will be there in the stillness, and my angels will be around you in the silence. My child, I am proud of you. You have endured more than most people could handle. You have stayed standing when the ground beneath you shook. You have loved even when love was not returned. You have been loyal even when loyalty was not given back. And now, I will reward you. This truth is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of your true one. Michael says to tell you, do not fear the exposure. Fear what would have happened if it had stayed hidden. God has chosen you for truth because He trusts you to carry it with wisdom. You will not be destroyed. You will be delivered. You will not break. You will be rebuilt. This is the moment heaven has waited for. And I have cried without end because I see the glory waiting for you on the other side of this. Stand, beloved. We are with you. My child, God has seen the depth of your heart and the storms that have surrounded you lately. He knows you have felt the weight of confusion, the ache of uncertainty, and the sting of betrayal that you could not fully put into words. Heaven's gaze has not turned away from you for even a single moment. Archangel Michael, who has walked beside you from the very first breath you took, has been watching over you with an unshakable love, and today he comes with an urgent message that must not be taken lightly. This is not one of those moments that can wait until later. This is the kind of moment where heaven bends low, where the light of God pierces through the darkness, and where truth, whether it soothes or shakes, must be delivered into your hands. Michael is crying without end right now, and the tears he sheds are not born from hopelessness, but from the intensity of love he has for you. His heart aches because he has seen something in the shadows, something that concerns you deeply, something that you might not have seen yet. A family member, someone you have shared your life with, someone who has been close enough to know the chambers of your heart, has spoken a truth that cuts like a blade. This truth is not just about them, it is about you. It is a truth so heavy that heaven would not allow it to remain hidden forever. It is not always the enemies from outside who cause the deepest wounds, sometimes it is the one seated at the table of your heart who can harm you most. And yet, God reminds you, even in this moment of revelation, that nothing will be able to separate you from His protection. Even when human love fails, divine love stands unbroken. Even when words spoken in secret are laced with pain, the voice of God will drown out every lie and every false accusation. This family member, perhaps without realizing the magnitude of their actions, has revealed something about you that no one expected to come to light. It is as if they carried a sealed letter in their heart for years, and in a single moment, they allowed it to fall open. This truth may be painful, shocking, even heartbreaking to hear, but God says it is necessary for your growth, for your freedom, and for your future. Michael wants you to know that while this exposure may feel like a storm, it is actually a divine cleansing. The winds are fierce, but they are blowing away what was never meant to remain. You may have questions: why now? Why them? Why this way? Heaven answers, because the time has come for all things hidden to be brought into the light. There are seasons in life when God shakes the foundation so that anything not built on truth will fall away. This is one of those seasons. The shaking is not meant to destroy you, but to free you from illusions, from false dependencies, and from ties that were quietly holding you back. Archangel Michael says you must not let bitterness take root in your heart because of this. The enemy would love nothing more than to use this truth to make you harden yourself, to make you turn away from love altogether. But you must remember, this is not the end of your story. It is simply a chapter that reveals what you need to see in order to step into the destiny God has prepared for you. You might feel betrayed, but God says betrayal cannot stop the blessing. You might feel exposed, but God says exposure is the path to elevation. You might feel alone, but heaven assures you. You are surrounded by more love than you can imagine. Even now, unseen angels are standing guard around you, ensuring that no harm can touch your soul. Michael's tears are for the pain you will feel when you see the full picture, but they are also tears of relief, because once you know the truth, you can never again be deceived in the same way. This is your moment to rise, not with vengeance in your heart, but with a renewed clarity about who you are and who God says you are. and God's voice comes now, steady and strong, "My beloved, you are safe in me." The truth that has been revealed will not destroy you, it will set you free. You will see, in time, that this moment was a turning point. Trust me now, more than ever. Pray, for your prayers are powerful. Forgive, for forgiveness releases my power in your life. And stand, for you are not standing alone. Even as this truth unfolds, there will be whispers trying to confuse you, trying to twist the narrative, trying to make you doubt yourself. Do not listen to them. Anchor yourself in what you know to be true in God's Word. Remember that the one who formed you in the secret place knows every detail of your story, and nothing anyone says can rewrite the destiny He has already declared over you. Michael urges you to keep your heart open to God's direction in the days ahead. There will be decisions to make, and the enemy will try to rush you into acting out of emotion. Resist the temptation. Wait on God's timing. He is aligning everything, even the pieces that look broken right now, into a beautiful design you cannot yet see. Do not fear the loss of relationships that cannot withstand the light of truth. Those who truly belong in your life will remain. Those who cannot walk with you in honesty are being removed for your protection. It may hurt now, but you will thank God later when you see the blessings that come because you chose truth over comfort. God says He will restore your heart, heal the wounds, and even bring beauty from this pain. You are not cursed. You are chosen. You are not abandoned. You are cherished. And though this truth may shake your world, it cannot shake the foundation of His love for you. Even now, I see Michael standing before you, his sword of light drawn, cutting away every chain of deception. His presence is fierce, but His love for you is tender. He whispers, "Do not fear, for I go before you. I have seen what they said. I have seen the tears you haven't shed yet. And I promise you, heaven is for you, not against you. Trust in God's plan. You will see why this had to happen. And so, my child, breathe. Pray. Let the peace of God guard your heart and mind. The truth is out, but you are still standing. The truth has been spoken, but you are still chosen. The truth has been revealed, but your future remains in God's hands, untouched by the malice of man. You are safe. You are loved. And you are being led into a new chapter. One where truth, freedom, and divine favor will follow you every single day. God has already gone ahead of you, and what is coming will be far greater than what you have lost. My beloved child, before you even begin to understand the depth of what I am about to reveal, I need you to steel your heart and breathe slowly. Heaven has been watching you, and the sound of your prayers, even the ones whispered in silence, has not been missed. I have heard the trembling in your voice, the breaking in your heart, and the quiet ache you tried to hide from everyone. Archangel Michael stands near you now, his wings spread wide in divine protection, and his voice is trembling with urgency. He is not calm today. He is not speaking in soft tones. He is crying without end, because what is being revealed to you is heavy, and the time to face it has come. Michael says, do not ignore this. This is not a casual message. This is not a moment to delay. You must open your heart and listen, because the truth has been exposed, and it concerns you directly. It has come from within your own family, and it has the power to change the way you see everything. In the quiet of heaven's council, something reached my throne. It was a cry, not from your enemies, not from strangers, but from someone bound to you by blood, someone whose name is spoken in family prayers, someone who should have been your protector. And yet, this very person has brought a truth to the light, a truth that was hidden for years, about you. A truth so heartbreaking, so heavy, that even the angels have paused their songs to weep. This is why Michael is crying without rest. He saw it. He heard it. And he rushed to my throne to ask for intervention before it is too late. You see, sometimes truth does not come in the form of love. It comes in the form of exposure, and exposure can hurt. But, my child, I tell you this. What is exposed now is for your freedom, not your destruction. You may feel betrayed when you hear it, but you must understand it is part of my divine cleansing over your life. The one who spoke this truth did not do it with a smile on their face. They carried the weight for a long time, hiding it from you because they feared what it would do to your heart. But they could no longer keep it inside. It is as if I placed my hand on their lips and commanded them to release it. You needed to know. You had to know. Because the place you were going, the blessings I am sending, and the anointing I am pouring over you require that no hidden shadow follows you there. Michael says, "Child of God, you have been carrying pain you did not fully understand. Pieces of your past didn't make sense, but you tried to move forward anyway. You wondered why certain doors stayed closed, why certain relationships fell apart, why you felt resistance in the very air you breathed. It is because there was an unseen weight chained to your spirit. This truth is the key to breaking it. Do not let fear grip you. Yes, it will sting. Yes, your heart will feel pierced when you hear it. But I am holding you in my hands. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are shielded by the blood of the Lamb. No weapon formed against you, even the weapons made from lies or twisted truths, shall prosper. This revelation is not to harm you. It is to set you free from what has been secretly shaping your life without your permission. The family member who has spoken did so with tears. They are not your enemy in this moment. They are the instrument through which I am pulling back the veil. This is why I urge you to forgive them quickly. Do not waste your energy on anger. Pour it into prayer instead. Because the true source of the pain is not the one speaking, it is the force that has been working in darkness, using confusion and silence as weapons. My child, you have wondered why I have delayed certain blessings, why the promises I give you seem to take so long. It was because I was waiting for the perfect moment to uproot this hidden matter. If I had blessed you fully before this truth came out, the very foundation of your blessing could have been poisoned. Now, once this is revealed, the enemy loses legal ground to accuse you, and the heavens can pour freely into your life. Michael warns you, this is not a message to keep for later. This is not a moment to say, I will think about it. The truth is coming whether you are ready or not. But if you prepare your heart now, you will stand strong when it hits. You will not crumble. you will not lose your way. Instead, you will stand in the light of God's vindication. The truth involves a matter you thought had been settled long ago. It may even go back years, something from your childhood, a financial matter, a relationship, or an incident you barely remember. But this matter has followed you quietly like a shadow, influencing how others see you, how you see yourself, and how opportunities come or go. Now it is being stripped bare,